What is going on, guys? In today's video I will show you the best weapon tier list in the new Supercell game Moco. So this game has a lot of unique weapons and items to play, and we have a wide variety to choose from. But the big question is, which weapon is the best and can do the highest damage possible and much more. So I've done a bunch of testing and these are the results. So moving over to the C tier, and for the first weapon we have the portable portal. This is one of the worst weapons to use in Moco due to its unpredictability, but it has a pretty fun playstyle. It creates portals that fire projectiles at enemies, dealing massive damage. This weapon works best when combined with the right gadgets and amplifiers. While it has a strong single target damage, its randomness can make it tricky to use. Many players use the portable portal for high level fights, especially against bosses. When paired with the right setup, it can outdamage even some of the best weapons. However, its performance depends on the positioning and luck. If enemies move unpredictably, then the portals may not hit as effectively. Since this is a ranged weapon, so it will keep you safe at a distance from danger. You won't need as much healing as melee users, but you must time your attacks well, so learning how to use it properly will make a huge difference in your damage output. Next up we have B tier, and for the first weapon we have the CPU bomb. This is one of the best weapons for dealing high AoE damage in Moco for beginners. It shows explosive CPUs that deal area damage at long range. This weapon is all about big explosions, which makes it great for clearing waves of monsters quickly. Every 8 attack the CPU bomb drops a mega bomb. This explodes after a short delay, dealing huge damage and stunning non-boss enemies. It's great for fighting big groups, since it can hit multiple targets at once. If you need to clear enemies quickly, then this weapon is a solid choice. Since it is a ranged weapon, you can attack from a safe distance, which again will keep you safe away from danger, and you won't need as much healing as a melee weapon. However, the delayed explosion of the mega bomb will require good timing to hit enemies at the right moment. Then for the next B tier weapon we have the medicine ball. This is a ranged weapon that deals damage and heals teammates. It is great for team play and keeps you and your teammates alive. Instead of pure damage, it balances offense and support. It throws out explosive orbs that hit enemies and heal nearby teammates. This makes it useful in both PvE and PvP fights. The healing effect reduces the need for self-healing gadgets, which lets you equip other useful abilities instead. Then for the next B tier weapon we have the boss kill. This is a melee weapon that deals both direct and splash damage. However, as of right now its effectiveness is hard to say, as we need to do more tests. So right now I will place it in the B tier. Given its melee nature, the boss kill is likely most effective in close quarter combat. If you are interested in maximizing its potential, then you should consider builds that enhance melee damage and durability. For instance, pairing the boss kill with the gadgets like the boombox will generate a damage dealing circle around you. Or you can also use stunts that lock down nearby enemies and enhances this weapon's close range effectiveness even further. And for the last B tier weapon we have the Squid blades. This is a quick melee weapon built for speed and movement. They will let you dash around enemies while attacking. This makes them great for hit and run combat. Unlike heavy melee weapons, they don't rely on slow swings. Instead, they focus on fast slashes that keep you moving. These blades are perfect for aggressive players who like constant action. They have one of the fastest attack speeds in the game. This means that you can hit enemies quickly before they react, but they lack raw power, so they don't hit as hard as, for example, the monster slugger. And since this is a melee weapon, so of course you must fight up close. This makes healing very important, and by using vitamin shot or the vampire teeth, they will help you to survive for longer. But overall, if you love fast aggressive combat, then the Squid blade is a solid choice. Then next we have A tier, and for the first weapon we have the Staff of Good Vibes. This is a weapon that mixes healing and damage. It lets you heal teammates while attacking enemies, which allows you to use it for both solo and team play. The staff will fire energy blast that damages enemies and heals allies. Every 10th attack you will release a 360 blast with extra healing and damage. This makes it strong in rifts and open world fights. Since it's ranged, you can stay safe without needing much self-healing. It lacks strong single target damage, but it is great for long fights where healing truly matters. Next up we have Toothpick and Shield, and he's also in the A tier. This is a melee weapon made for defense and survival. It focuses on tanking, letting you take hits while still attacking. If you like staying in fights without worrying about damage, then this weapon is a great choice. It blocks damage while you attack enemies, and after taking 15 hits, it unleashes a strong slam that stuns non-boss enemies. This makes it great for crowd control and stopping enemies from moving. Its passive ability reduces damage taken by 25%, which makes you much harder to kill. So if you're looking for the best tank weapon, then this is it. And then for the last A-tier weapon we have the Monster Slugger. This is one of the strongest melee weapons that deal huge area damage. It swings a heavy bat, hitting multiple enemies in front of you. Every fourth attack is even stronger, covering a bigger area and slowing non-boss monsters. This weapon is amazing for fast farming. It helps you clear maps quickly, making it perfect for farming XP, finishing projects, and collecting chaos cores. If you want to destroy big groups of enemies fast, then this is a top pick. Since this is a melee weapon, you must fight up close, which can be risky. You will take more hits, so self-healing is important. And gadgets like the vitamin shot or the vampire teeth will help you to stay alive while attacking. However, it's not great for boss fights because it lacks single target damage. So against elite enemies and bosses, the ranged weapons like the wolf stick or the techno fists are better. But for AoV destruction, the Monster Slugger is one of the best choices for sure. Next up we have the S tier, and for the first one we have the Wolf Stick. This is one of the strongest weapons in Moco against single targets. It shoots from long ranges, making it safer to use than melee weapons. Every 10th attack it summons a big blue wolf to help you in battle. This wolf adds extra damage and makes the boss fights much easier. Unlike weapons that focuses on hitting multiple enemies, the Wolf Stick is built for taking down tough targets. The summoned wolf also hits his own attacks, including a body slam every 6th hit. This makes it great for long fights where you need consistent damage. Since it focuses on one enemy at a time, it is not the best for clearing large groups. But if you're fighting a boss or elite enemy, then there's no better choice. It also pairs well with a vitamin shot, which boosts attack speed and healing to the max. Then for the next S tier weapon, and my personal favorite one, we have the Techno fists. They have a great balance between AoV and single target damage. They will shoot energy balls that bounce between enemies, making them great for hitting multiple targets. Smaller enemies can even be stunned, which helps control fights. Every 10th attack, the Techno Fist will unleash a Mega Ball that bounces 10 times and stuns all non-boss monsters. This makes them very strong in both clearing waves and dealing with tougher enemies. They don't have a huge area damage of a Monster Slugger, but they are safer to use because of their range. One of the best advantages is that they don't require much healing. Since you fight from a safe distance, you can avoid taking as much damage as melee weapons, and they pair well with the vitamin shot, which increases attack speed and lets you charge the Mega Ball super fast. Next up we have Spinsickle, and he's also in the S tier. This is a melee weapon unlocked at level 28. It delivers AoV damage by slashing enemies within a 2-meter radius. With successful attacks it fills a combo bar, and once full, the Spinsickle enables a rapid spin move to knock back enemies and deal significant area damage. However, if no hits are made for a short period, then the combo bar gradually depletes until more enemies are attacked. In the current meta, the Spinsickle is considered a top tier weapon, offering excellent range for melee weapons and a high damage output. Its effectiveness is further enhanced when paired with specific gadgets and modules. So I personally recommend to use gadgets like the Smart Fireworks, which sets fire and inflicts splash damage on nearby enemies, or the Vitamin Shot, which heals and increases attack speed. On top of this, there are a few effective modules to consider as well, and one of them is the Auto Zapper, which electrocutes an enemy every few seconds, or the Unstable Laser, which provides additional damage effects. And then for the last S tier weapon we have a Speedshot. This is a fast shooting bow made for single target damage. It is great for quickly taking down enemies. The high attack speed makes it feel smooth and responsive. Unlike AoV weapons, it only hits one enemy at a time, which is perfect for boss fights and elite monsters. This bow fires rapid shots that deal steady damage. It works well in both PvE and PvP because of its accuracy and speed. However, it has no area damage, so clearing big enemy groups take longer than weapons like, for example, the Slugger or the CPU bomb. Since it is a ranged weapon, you can attack from a safe distance. This reduces the need for healing, making it easier to survive long fights. It works best for gadgets that boost attack speed or even faster shots. So let me know what you think about this tier list in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, then you definitely don't want to miss my previous best builds video, where I showed even more powerful weapon setups. So click the screen now and I'll see you in the next one.